What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's MightyFan time, and this is my reply to ayroq's challenge, which was where you're at in your collection. You're collecting right now from where you were a year ago. Because I remember ayroq when you posted that video a year ago, and it was a great challenge then. It's a great challenge now. I hope that you post it every year. I really do, because I think it is a lot of fun to kind of reminisce about collecting and where you feel you're at the current time from year to year. And where am I at from last year to this year? Well, one of the things that certainly comes to mind is all the grails I was able to knock off within a year. My big five are all in the fold now. And I also got that Sean Alexander rookie year Mitchell Ness jersey. Real happy to have gotten those. Another thing I'm happy for is the NBA collection grew some more. I remember when I first started posting my videos on YouTube, I said that one of the aspects of my collection that I wanted to grow on was NBA. And lo and behold, here we are those years later. Now I have a closet full of NBA jerseys, Mitchell and Ness, and the Soul Swingman Adidas, and other brands. And it means a lot to me because really, the NBA was my first real love of any league in sports. And yeah, Jordan had a lot to do with that. But the 90s basketball, that was my era. That's when I grew up with it. That's when I loved it. Fell in love with it, I should say. And there were so many great players, so many great teams, so many great rivalries. I know Big Baby was talking about the Pistons Bulls. I kind of came in at the tail end of that one, but for me, it was the Bulls and Knicks. That was the big one for me, and then there were plenty of others: Pacers, Knicks, with Reggie Miller and Spike Lee going at it, and there were so many others. I mean, I still remember Van Gundy on the floor with Alonzo Mourning on his ankle. Jeff Van Gundy holding on to Alonzo Mourning's ankle, and the Knicks Heat playoff game. So many great memories back then, and the NBA was so great. I enjoy watching it today. There's so many superstars, and it is, but no rivalries really. They all create super teams now. But I loved it back then, and there were so many just great looking jerseys, wasn't there? Just so many. And a decent amount of them I've been able to add to the collection. I mean, I remember looking back at last year. I mean, the Big Buck Ray Allen Mitchell and Ness jersey, the Dino Vince Carter Raptors jersey, the rookie year Carter Mitchell and Ness jersey. Those were great pickups for me. Looking back, I have that Iverson right there, the Phila jersey from his rookie year. Just great memories. In fact, I saw on the site on one site today. I do collect those Adidas Soul Swingman jerseys, I should say, from that collection. And I saw that this year they're making the away green Gary Payton and Sean Kemp Sonics jerseys, and they're the ones with the arced Sonics on the front and the arc name on the back. Those are I have the Gary Payton Mitchell Ness one, the away green, and it's one of my absolute favorites in the collection because those jerseys, that style is one of my all-time favorite styles of any NBA jersey. I just love them, home and away. And I saw that they're making the Swingman version of the Kemp and Payton, and I've wanted a Kemp in that version for a while because I was a fan of him growing up. He was one of my favorite players that didn't play on the Bulls or Sixers. But he was one of my favorite players, and he basically, what for people who might not know what Blake Griffin's doing today, Sean Kemp was doing back then, and basically Gary Payton was his Chris Paul back then. I mean, they had so many great lobs, and it just he was a beast. He just dunked on everybody. But I always wanted to get his Sonics jersey from that style, that arced Sonics style. And I know Mitchell and Ness made that jersey years ago. I never had an opportunity at it. I never see it, and when I do on eBay, it's like $400 or $500. It's like, okay, forget that. It's nice to look at, but and I know some of you have that jersey, and so I'm gonna get that Soul Swingman one. I know that Big Slim had talked that had we were talking on Facebook, but around the time of the Super Bowl sale, he told me some of the jerseys that he saw Mitchell and Ness had as listed as coming out, and you never know with them. Sometimes they say they're going to make a jersey and they don't. Those NHL All-Star jerseys last year come to mind, right, Murph? They were going to put out a line of All-Star NHL, and then they never did. But one of the two of the jerseys they have in the works for this year are the early '90s home version of the Sonics with the scripted, arched Sonics on the front, the home version of that jersey, and I've always wanted that one. I remember when I was in high school, my freshman year at Lower Merion, I was there with Kobe, and I remember there were two guys from Seattle, two brothers, who came to Pennsylvania from Seattle. So they were still big Seattle sports fans, and they always wore Seattle sports team apparel. So one day at lunch, I was sitting there having my lunch in the cafeteria, and one of them walked by, and he was wearing, at the time, I guess it was the Champion Authentic home white Sean Kemp jersey with the arced, Sonics on the front and the arc Kemp on the back. And I just said, if I ever have a chance of getting that jersey, I'm going to get it. And here we are many years later, and now I hear Mitchell and Ness plans on making that. I don't know if they will or not. Hey, I don't work for the company, but this is just something that Big Slim, one of the jerseys he mentioned to me about, that he saw that was on a list to come out this year. And if it comes out this year, you best believe the very first sale they have after that jersey comes out, that jersey is going to be in my possession. I know that last year they made the, I believe it was the 96 jersey for the finals patch, and they made that, and they made Gary Payton, and they made Shrimp, and that's a nice look too. I mean, those were nice jerseys, but to me, that Art Sonics jersey, that was the best. So I'm hoping to get that, and but I'm gonna get the Swingman green one, just in case Mitchell Ness doesn't come out with the white ones. I will have that version of the Sonics jersey for Sean Kemp in the collection. And if Mitchell Ness does make the home white, I'll get that one too. So I'll do the M Diddy for that one. I'll have the home and away. But I was a big Sean Kemp fan back then, and yeah, I wouldn't mind having his home and away jerseys in that style. I do have somewhere. I have the reversible champion home and away for the style that they wore in the finals that year, but it's a replica. It's not authentic or anything. But I still have that somewhere. But I still want that arced Sonics one. That was such a good look. But it's among other jerseys that I want to get. But one of the things that I'm going to do is, it's a bit of a project of mine, but I'm really going to try and stick to it. I'm going to make a list of all the jerseys I have interest in. Mitchell and Ness, Soul Swingman, Nike, whatever. I'm going to make a list of them. And I'm just going to stick to that list, because I'll tell you, the last two sales, they said at Mitchell and Ness had the Black Friday and the Super Bowl sale. I mean, I just only went after the jerseys I had most interest in. I had a plan of attack, and I executed that plan of attack. And it was a great feeling, because I really didn't feel like I left anything behind. And, sometimes, in the past I went into those sales kind of willy-nilly, and, not to say that I was disappointed with what I got, but, sometimes you get that feeling after you get home, but I probably should have gotten this one jersey instead. And lo and behold, those jerseys became grails. Some I was able to get, some I still haven't been able to get. But the last two sales, I went in with a plan and I executed that plan, and I really uh, I really felt good to do that. So that's how I'm going to do it from now on at those sales. But I'm also going to make a list, and I'm going to just stick to it. I'm really going to stick to it. It's easy to deviate. I know with eBay, we all know, but I'm gonna do my best to just stick to what's on the list, what I want the most. I look at it as, right now the NFL, it's free agency. I look at it as I look at this as free agent pickups, right? Whenever I get a new jersey, it's like getting a free agent. It's adding another one to the team. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And so going forward, ayroq, to answer this challenge, that's what I hope to do. Um, but I'm happy where I sit right now with the collection. I'm happy with how it's come together. What I was able to do within a year was just, I didn't expect. I didn't expect to get all those grails last year, but that's the great thing with collecting. You never know. And I don't know what's going to come my way this year. Whether it's Mitchell and Ness, whether it's other sites, whether it's eBay, obviously, whether it's hey, it's almost flea market season, April, so it starts. So I never know what's gonna be next in the fold, but I always look forward to it, and I have a great passion for it, as you guys know, and as you guys have, and this is one of the things that makes me happy, and people don't understand why I do this. You know, they don't understand it. They think it's a waste of money. They think, where do I put it all? Oh my goodness, you have this. How many closets? But it means a great deal to me, um, and I do enjoy, finding that next find, and always be on the lookout, whether it's eBay or other sources. I just look forward to it. I still look forward to going to the Mitchell and Ness store. I know that ayroq, believe me, you talked about the quality of the jerseys, and I hear you. I remember when we went to the store those years ago. We met up and we were looking at all the jerseys there, and we were looking at the older run jerseys and the new, and we were making comments. Oh yeah, they just don't make them, and it's true. But I'm still a fan of the brand. I still do. I still pick up the jerseys during the sales. Sometimes, for me, it's more, I just want a certain player's jersey, or maybe it's a style. Like for instance, the Ray Allen Big Buck jersey. I've wanted that one for a while. So when they made it, I was all over that one. When I had a chance out on Black Friday, I definitely wasn't going to let that one go. And for the upcoming Kemp jerseys, I know they made it years ago. I never had a chance at it. So I see this as a second chance for me. And I'm definitely going to, take advantage of it when that time comes. But I definitely hear what you're saying, and I agree with it. I think, I have older run Mitchell and Ness jerseys, and the quality, it just blows away what they make today. But I will still pick up the newer Made in China ones during sales, because they still mean a good deal to me. And I will always continue to pick them up as long as they're making them. I know they're making more of the t-shirts anymore. But hey, as long as they're still making the jerseys, I'm going to still, continue to go there for the sales and pick them up. um, and yeah, so I guess that's going to do it for my reply. I hope you liked the reply. I thought it was, again, a great challenge. I hope you issue the challenge every year. I hope this is an annual challenge, because it is good to kind of sit back and kind of think about what you've done and where you're sitting right now. And the best way I could describe it is I'm happy with what I've been able to do. I'm proud with what I've been able to do. I look at the closets. I see like behind me, and it's like, I mean, I was able to do that. Wow. But I have surrounded myself with a lot of players that I grew up with. Their jerseys, um, and those styles that I grew up with, and it means a lot to me. And I'm going to keep doing it. As long as I have a passion for it, I'm going to keep doing it. Although, like I said, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to check it twice. I'm going to just try to stick to that list and go after my free agent list. I'm the owner of the team, and I'm just trying to put it together. But no, you know, uh, yeah. So I'm also relieved that those top grails are off my list. That's a huge weight lifted completely off of me now. I'm free. So I'm happy with that. And like I said, I'm happy to have grown the basketball collection to where it is today, and I hope to continue to grow it. Um, there's plenty other styles out there that I want to get, and there's plenty other players out there that I'd like to get the jersey of. So you know, should it be Mitchell and Ness or the Soul Swingman jerseys? I'll be happy to get them and add them to the collection. So that's going to do it for this reply. Big shout out to ayroq for the challenge. Big shout out to all my subscribers, all my fellow Jersey heads, Kings of Throwbacks on Facebook, all the other Facebook groups. Big shout outs to all of you, family, friends, fellow DeviantArt members, anyone I'm forgetting. Big shout outs to all of you. And as ayroq said in his last video, I do hope that other people can start to, post your videos and join us in this community, because it's so easy to do this. And it doesn't matter if you have one jersey or 100 jerseys. Feel free to, get involved in the community. Post your videos. I mean, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I'm not the most technical person in the world. I really am not. But if I can film these videos and post them on YouTube, anybody can. Trust me on that. So yeah, I definitely agree with what ayroq said. So hey, let's keep this community growing. Let's keep the passion going. Because for the throwback jerseys, because this is what we do. We have a passion for it. We're not afraid to show it. Let's keep it up. So anyhow, enough of that. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. But I will see you all in the next video. This is MightyFan's saying peace. I'll see you then. Okay, bye.